Hi everyone, so today I have something super awesome to share with you guys. I haven't tried it out yet. Obviously you see it's in the box, but it is the new it is the new stamp press accessory kit. And you guys, let's check it out. So they did send this item free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if your purchase items to those links. I'm going to tell you right now, I just opened this and I'm like, oh, what is this? Because it looks wet. I don't know if you can see the moisture in there. But do not fret, that is okay, because I knew this came with two like cleaning cloths, and if they are like the chamois type, you have to kind of keep them moist or they'll get a little bit messed up. So you have to keep them moist. So we'll talk about that in just a minute. And some people don't like the word moist, but there it is. It has to be like that, okay guys? Let's pop this out. So this whole kit from the sneak preview that I had seen, like the email blast that Diamond Press had put out, has, oh that's right, the washi tape. See, I was like, there's something else I didn't mention or think of before. It has positioning tape or washi tape just to help you hold maybe your papers or things like that to your stamping press. Let me slide this out. It comes with two cleaning cloths. It comes with a stamp spray. It comes with a little stamping chuck. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And it comes with the stamp press itself, you guys. Oh, I was gonna say I feel squishiness. It's the underneath to help it so it doesn't just kind of move around on you. So let's open this guy up, but okay. What I'm gonna do is unwrap everything in just a second, so that way we'll do that off camera, and we'll go from there. And you know, I don't remember if I had given my disclosure about affiliate links, but I will link the item in the description box. That would be an affiliate link, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. And the reason I mention that is because Diamond Press did bring quite a few things this time around, so I always update the links to include whatever I'm showing you, any other items that they have brought for the July craft day, anything else that's pertinent will be listed there and linked. I hope to hold on to this video until it's actually available, so you guys can just click and go. Sometimes I have to put out videos a little sooner than later, but I always update the links. So regardless, I will have that info in the description box, guys. I always come back and update them, okay? Yeah, so I mean, we have our stamp platform, talking a little bit about how to use it, of course, and I mean that's basically it. You guys, I mean, you're probably familiar with stamp platforms at this point, so we will talk about that in just a minute when we actually go to play with it. It has a stamp cleaner. It does say to spray cleaner directly onto stamp and rub off cleaner and ink with your chamois. Rinse chamois off with water, wring out extra water, and place in an included Ziploc bag to store. Again, you want to keep them a little moist, okay? Stamp chamois, it says if chamois is dry, wet with water and wring it out. If chamois is already wet, skip to step 2. Use damp chamois to clean ink off stamp. Rinse chamois off with water, wring out extra water, and place in an included Ziploc bag to store. Again, if it dries out, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but you don't want to leave it dried out for a long time. At least that's my experience with chamois in general. So let me open all these things up. This guy does not have any instruction in there, but it's basically your little chuck to help you stamp, to smooth over the top, and we'll stick this together in just a second. So let me open this guy up and I'll be right back. This guy was not too easy, just wrapped up really nicely. It does say it's a water-based stamp cleanser. It just says, you know, again, to spray directly onto stamp or rub off with the chamois. Not much about what it's made from, but it does say it's water-based, so there's that. And open this guy up. Okay, so we have that guy. Let's go ahead and set this up. So basically you're just going to take that carrier off, and of course you want to put it on centered nicely. That was pretty good, huh? Okay, I'll just give it a good press, and there you go. Nice thick felt to help you with your stamping. That just smooths over that surface there. We have our washi. So I'm assuming that means it's not magnetic, so you have the washi to help you hold your paper down. And just a gorgeous Diamond Press, you know, teal color. There's like a little bit of a bounce there. It goes to 6 inches fully to the very edge. If there's something in the corner here, I was gonna say that might impede a little bit, but just that very corner. Basically that's going to help you, you know, when you go to stamp, it's just kind of holding it up until you're pressing and you're ready to go. 7 1/4 inches in the other direction without that little notch there. It does have centimeters measurements, and again it has that non-slip back. This is so cute. I love that you can use it this way, you know, and this way. There's like a little notch here to help you, but basically I just grab it from the side. So we have those. The Shammies, again, a pink and a teal one. How cute is that? Let's go with coordination today. We'll go with this teal. Loving the pink. That is so cute. What we're going to do is just stamping with a couple different types of stamps that can stick to this. So I'll do rubber mounted cling stamps, which are very thick. And then I'll do just our acrylic stamps and photopolymer, even though they're the same basically thickness generally. But we'll try them all out just so you can see. And I'm going to cut this very carefully. I do appreciate that it came already ready to go because, yeah, like I said, you really don't want them to super dry out. It does not have an odor that's like, I don't know, it smells a little rubbery, but not really. I mean, I would have to really, really smell to get that scent. Look how big this is. Oh my gosh. And it feels so nice, you guys. This doesn't feel like the kind of thing that you're using out like on your car. It just has a really fun feel. I love it. It's 17 inches. My goodness, something in my throat. 17 inches by roughly 13. Maybe a little shy of 17, a little shy of 13, I would say. But again, maybe it doesn't stretch as the chamois, right? Oh, that is so nice. Okay, so definitely using that in just a minute. We'll try it all out. Let's start with some stamps. Let me just go grab some and I'll have some paper cut down and we'll just try things out. So I just cut down some paper. Yeah. Doesn't much matter there. And oh, I do want to show you that it does have a notch in there, so that's really nice because if you butt your paper up against there, I mean, you basically don't have to tape anything down because you know it's always there, but sometimes you have a special shape or something you're using, or you're like using a scrap paper or something, so you might want to use your washi. It's very cute. Just a little piece here. I'll just put it there. Of course, you can put 2 pieces or however. So this one is just stamps I just pulled out just to get something stamped. Oh, let's use this little gal and her little cute floaty there. So generally that's what I do. I place it, you know, if you're measuring, you have a certain spot you want to put it on your paper. Generally I die cut or do whatever it is afterwards, so I'm not looking to place it in a specific place, but there we go. And this is hybrid ink. We'll see how that does. Maybe I'll try different inks too, right? So this is a hybrid ink. Just gonna ink that up. Again, acrylic stamp, and we have our little chuck here. Firm, even pressure. Looks pretty good. I missed a little spot right in the center of her face, so I'll just kind of, a lot of times if it's just a little area, instead of just holding it like this, the whole thing, I'll kind of use the corner of a circle, but you know what I mean, like the very edge, and I'll push in that area with that, and there we go. So generally I would take away my paper so I don't get spray on it, but today we're just experimenting, so I'm just going to take this spray. Obviously hasn't been used yet. There we go. Oh my goodness. Take this little guy. Didn't have a lot of ink left anyhow, but looks good. And that again was hybrid ink, and you can see, I mean, it's clear again, like super clear. Right, nothing left behind. A lot of times I just kind of wipe it with my hand and you can still see that there's ink, so that's good. I will try like a red ink, and having said that, I want to find a dye-based red ink or something. Okay, let me grab a photopolymer stamp. So I just grabbed this little sentiment, it just says bake it easy, which I know doesn't make sense with what we're doing, but I'm just trying different things out. So let's put that there. And actually I've used this before and it does have some ink left over from the last time, like some black residue, so we'll see. And then I just grabbed this darker red from the die and press set, which again, these are dye inks. So that's what I was looking for. And then put that to the side. And photopolymer stamps are a harder material, so you can really push on that, and that looks pretty great. I can see even some of the ink reactivated, the black ink, because it looks like it did. And so let's give it a little spray of this guy. Red ink. I love this chamois. Oh my gosh, it feels so nice. And just clean up, again, the overstamping and everything. I'm sorry guys, today I just have something in my throat and it is making me pause a lot. Red ink. And Oh my gosh, I should have shown you how dirty this was before I even put it on there, but that's really great. Give another little wipe there. I can see I have a little bit of something red on there. And clean this off, of course. I do like having this spray because a lot of times I will take my stamp positioner to the sink and rinse it off, and it's not great because I try to avoid this area. Now, I don't see any metal on this, so I suppose if it got wet, it's not the biggest deal. I just don't want things to rust, right? So I always try to avoid that spot, but looks pretty good. And, I mean, compared to the white paper, I mean, look at that. It even cleaned up the stuff that was on there before. Very nice. Okay, let me grab a rubber cling mount type stamp. Here, I should have grabbed another scrap because what I want to do is like a larger stamp. And I have this beige paper. So this is a big piece of paper. Again, oh, I was gonna say, you see how I didn't want to really get in that corner? It's because I cut this on my own so it's crooked. So I'll just use this nice side. And if you still want to put some tape, I'm sure it doesn't hurt if you just put like a little piece of tape between here and here, okay? And I have this bigger red rubber stamp. It's not the biggest thing, but it is larger than what I was using before. So let's use this big guy. Now, these guys are thick, right? So that's one of the things you contend with a stamp positioner, so we will try it out. Actually, I'll put another little piece of tape because even though it's there, I don't want it to move at all. Again, I'm putting it between the paper and that lip. So, this guy, I don't know if I should put it farther out. That's one thing I was thinking about. Yeah. Okay, so you see how thick it is? If I put it here in the very corner, this on the very edge, it's going to make see how it touches on the left, but not so much on the right. And if I push, I don't even know if it'll really touch to the right. So what I would do is put it out here somewhere. Give you a little more leverage, or less leverage, whatever it is that you need. I don't know which one it is, more or less, but there you go. And ooh, let's use a VersaFine ink, because this stuff is like oil-based. And that's just a different kind of ink, so we can use the cleaner. And hopefully that gives you a good idea. So we've used hybrid ink. We've used water-based inks, and now we're using this guy. And again, it is going to touch the surface of my paper before I even try to squish because of the thickness. It's already touching right now, right? So let's just give it a nice firm everywhere kind of push. And that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, perfect. Red rubber, guys. You know the drill. It's the good stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put this over here, and let's clean it off. I will say the spray bottle, it has a thickness to it, though. Whatever liquid is in here, and this is water-based, but I don't know if you can see how it feels like it has a viscosity to it. But there we go. And I'm going to use the same spot I was using earlier. And I can see it was already cleaning the stamp before I even rubbed anything, because it was already like away from the area there. And however hard you want to push in here, I can see that there's like a little bit of ink there, and if you just go over it, that stuff is amazing. So Diamond Press, maybe you can please have this separate so we can have more of it, because that is really great. And honestly, I need to treat my stamps better. So the reason I kind of shied away from them is because sometimes you use them and it's like, it's not that great. It doesn't really clean. I have other stamp cleaners, and honestly, I mean, this is doing a really great job. It's not leaving residue that I can see. Wow, I'm super impressed with that. So there is the stamping press. Tried out with generally what we normally use for stamping, right? The different materials, and I mean, look at that. So what I'm going to do, last thing for you guys, is I'm going to go rinse off this chamois, and I'm sure it's going to start staining and things. I mean, it's a chamois. That's what's going to happen. I'm not going to use soap or anything because I don't know if you can. I'm sure, whenever you're washing a car, a lot of times there's soap on it, but I'm not going to mess with this in that way. I'm just going to go rinse this out and give it a squeeze, just like it said, and then I'll show you about putting it away. I'll be right back. Okay, so I wrung that out as well as my little hands can do. It feels a little more moist than when I brought it out of the packaging. Obviously, it's going to start drying. I have a little ink there. Actually, I didn't pay attention to that. I didn't realize that. I probably could rinse that off, because if you can see over here where it was mostly red and black inks, I try to stay in the same spot. The only ink that really stayed is the red ink. So I will go back and wash this, because I thought I was only getting in that one spot, so I really kind of paid attention to that when I was rinsing it. But I am impressed, guys. I really like this chamois. I love the feel of it. I love the size of it. I mean, it just does quick work. That stamp cleaner, yes. Stamp positioner, doing a great job. You know, I just grabbed it, so this is my first impressions of it. I will continue using it in my videos, of course, and in the tutorials coming up. Maybe you're going to see it already in a tutorial, because I'm doing this one a little ahead so I can use this throughout the videos now that I've opened it. So keep an eye out. All the links will be in the description box. Thank you so much, Die Press, for sending these items for review. Oh, whenever you're done with this, I was going to go rinse it again. That's why I wasn't going to package it back up. But you know, you can follow the lines that were already there. I don't know. And then you're going to pop it into the Ziploc bag, or I don't know if this is Ziploc, but what do you call it? Just this little bag that they came with. Obviously, it wants to stick to the sides, just like when you're trying to take off a wet bathing suit and not super wanting to cooperate there, but there you go. Just pop that back in there. And, you know, use it daily is what I would do. I would get all the air out too. As much air as you can get out. And that's it. Right? So you still have your pink one here and all the different goodies that come in here. So this is, yeah, I'm super impressed. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the links as available, and I will have a few images, but for the most part, I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.